We mentioned this going into the break that Mississippi State's style has not been to hang on to a starter for very long. It's been to go to the bullpen very early. But I mean, today the starter has been magnificent.
Graveman is cruising, and the stuff is so much better than it was in the opener. I think you go with him as long as you can.
Anderson drops it down. Rodriguez will throw him out. Nice play by the catcher to pounce on that one for out number 1.
It's one of those spots too to where it's only a 1-0 lead. So if Graveman's going to keep going, especially in a spot like this, I think you start to warm the bullpen, which we'll see from Mississippi State. They'll have somebody ready just in case. The way that he has forced Oregon State to put balls in play early in the count, which was the game plan. Ross Mitchell starts to warm up. He's only 13-0 out of the bullpen this year. So if there are any problems, Mitchell will be a little bit quicker than that.
Nick Ammirati 0 for 1 with a fly to left field. The coaching staff just loves this guy from Mississippi State. He's from Sparta, New Jersey. Played at Seton Hall. He went to a community college for a while. Finally winding up in Starkville, Mississippi. That one knocked down the line, foul. And Coach Cohen said that doesn't matter where you're from, if you're a ball player, you are welcome with open arms in Starkville, Mississippi. If you can play this game, this is the place for you.
Starkville, Mississippi feels like college baseball. When you show up, it just feels that way. With the stadium the way that it is, Dudy Nuble's a great home.
He lunges, flicks that one to Smith at short. 2 up and 2 down.
Left field lounge, the fans all the way around the outfield fence that'll roll the grills in. Trailers will sit there the entire season. I mean, it has the feel of college baseball, and it really has, well, since Ron Polk got things started 30 years ago.
2 away, and here comes Adam Frazier, hitless today, and that's not said very often. He is grounded to the pitcher, and he's reached on an error. He just set the Mississippi State single season hits record, 105 and counting. Coach Cohen calls him the least tools player for Mississippi State. But again, a guy they play every day is a ball player, and there's a base hit. His first of this contest, the number 106 on the season for Adam Frazier.
He was trying to pay Frazier a compliment, and his way definitely was, to where it's a guy that just gets the most out of what he has. If you hit it to him at shortstop, he catches it and he makes the throw. He barrels it up at the plate now, 106 hits on the year, and he can cause you problems on the base pass. Not a burner, but a very good base runner that can steal bases just based on jumps, not necessarily pure speed.
The Bulldogs now with 5 hits. 4 of those have come in the last 2 innings. So is that a warning sign for Andrew Moore? Knocked foul. Alex Detz here. He's grounded out to second and lined out to right field. 1-0 Mississippi State. If Oregon State loses, they are gone. They're out of the tournament. This is an elimination game for them. Not so for Mississippi State. Obviously, they're 2-0. Wins over this team and also over Indiana. One on and 2 out here in the last half of the 5th inning in Omaha. A pitch out, but no play on. So now might they send him? You'd think they would not pitch out 2 times in a row.
I don't think that they would, but I think it's also, watch the lead of Frazier at first base, because it was not very big on those first 2 times he was fake stealing. Now he's extended it by about a good half step, maybe a full step.
He's not running. Up the middle and a base hit. Detz aboard. Frazier into second. So here come the Bulldogs again, and Hunter Renfroe coming up to swing.
I think Detz is the guy in this lineup too. We talk about Renfroe, which we should. Obviously, Frazier gets things started. It's Detz who's on base percentage is over 450. He gets a lot of things down out of the 2-hole. Works counts. Has walked 53 times over the course of the year. When he squares it up, can swing it too.
Well, 357 coming into today. He is 0 for 2. This is the third time through, though, for the Bulldogs against Moore. They seem to be getting a pretty good look at him all of a sudden. A little high for ball one. Andrew Moore's 14 wins are tied for the most in Division I. And again, he's won 9 consecutive decisions, but he's trailing, and he's in a bit of trouble here with 2 out in the 5th. Play on at second base. Frazier and Detz aboard. Renfroe is the guy on the Mississippi State team that other teams say we can't let this guy beat us. A .442 on base percentage, 15 home runs, 62 runs batted in, 13th overall pick of the San Diego Padres. He can put a big time hurt on Oregon State right here, and he'll take a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Renfroe. One to nothing, Mississippi State. Dropped by the catcher, Rodriguez. No advance by the runners. 2-1. I think one of the great fun things about the College World Series, many things are great about this event, but the access we have in being able to mic the umpires and hear the conversations often that you hear between Danny Collins behind the plate and catcher Rodriguez and the umpire and batter conversations. It's great stuff.
It is, and so often it's those conversations where you're wondering what they're talking about. Now we can let you know what they're talking about, and some of those have been really telling so far in this tournament.
Joe Burleson is the third base umpire. Had a great night last night in the NC State North Carolina game. He made a marvelous call at home plate, which he got right. Very controversial play, but listening in on his conversation with the kids and also the coaches as to why he made the call and how confident he was. And again, he got it right. He nailed it. It was fascinating stuff.
And the restraint that he showed by not throwing anybody out at the same time.
Great point. Rocketed toward left. Conforto back. He's at the wall, and she's gone. Just the 3rd home run of the entire tournament here at the College World Series. Hunter Renfroe with a 3-run blast. And Mississippi State suddenly has a stranglehold on this game.
And they've done it all with 2 outs in this inning. 2 outs, nobody on. It's a single by Frazier, a single by Detz, and then this. A breaking ball that hangs up in the zone. And we talked about the importance of Andrew Moore's breaking ball today. It was inconsistent in the first one. This one hangs up there, and Renfroe gives it a ride. Enough backspin out to left. First break at Conforto. I didn't think it was going to carry out, but then he just kept going. Renfroe's fired up. Bulldogs are fired up, and they put 3 on the board here in the 5th.
A win, and they are in the CWS final for the first time. And now leading by 4 in the 5th inning, Hunter Renfroe with his 16th home run of the season. Base hit into right field. These last 2 innings, they are really getting on Moore, aren't they?
Oh, but you hit it 3rd time around the lineup. The swings are different. All 4 guys that have seen Andrew Moore 3 times in this game have reached base. A single, the 3-run home run by Renfroe, and the single right there by Porter.
So they have to get the bullpen going here on the Oregon State side, and they will. Wes Ray coming up. Jace Fry, the left-hander, starting to work very quickly. But the Bulldogs keep on swinging. And trying to go to 3-0 here in Omaha. Ray is 1 for 2 with a double. He's also been robbed on a great play by Conforto. Otherwise, he'd be 2 for 2 with 2 extra base hits. He was robbed at home plate on a call. He was actually safe but ruled out. Fouled back to the screen. So now it's 4 runs on 8 hits for Mississippi State. No runs, just 3 hits for the Beavers. This is 4 consecutive hits now, beginning with Frazier, a single, Dent's a single, Renfroe the 3-run homer, and Kendall with the base hit. Ray with 7 home runs on the season. He takes a ball outside.
Coming into this College World Series, Andrew Moore had not given up more than 3 earned runs in a game the entire season. Now Mississippi State has put 4 earned on him in each of their 2 starts.
Renfroe with a terrific swing. It's been said before in 2013. John Cohen was talking with us in the morning meeting today about Renfroe, and he was the one who used that line. He's the guy that other teams say, we're not going to let that guy beat us today. But he just did, at least with a 3-run homer he just blasted.
And there really are 2, especially with this ballpark. He and Ray are the only 2 guys that I think can carry it out of here unless this wind ends up shifting.
It has been blowing straight in. Certainly was the case last night and today. Shot into right center field. That's going to drop down for a base hit. Kendall on his way to third. Another hit for Ray, who's really swinging it today, and they're safely on the corners. And that's 5 consecutive hits for the Bulldogs. All signs point to a exit here by Andrew Moore, a 14-game winner. First and third, 2 down. And remember, the first 2 outs came pretty quickly.
He was cruising. Got a bunted. DeMarcus Henderson tried to get down right in front of home plate. Jake Rodriguez threw him out, then a ground ball to
this beautiful sunny day in Omaha. Sun is really shining on Mississippi State. Andrew Moore knocked out after just 4 2/3. Renfroe with a smash, a 3-run homer to left field, a rare home run here. And for Moore, the shortest outing of his career. That'll bring on Jace Fry.
Jace Fry coming into this season too, or coming out of last season, was a kid that they were expected to be a big part of the weekend rotation, but ended up having Tommy John surgery after having a wonderful freshman year. Has come back here towards the end of his sophomore year and is now just starting to get into form. Just 4 1/3 innings, but plenty of experience for Jace Fry. Not a ton of experience coming out of the bullpen, but plenty of experience in big spots. The left-hander here, the job is just to get Oregon State back to the plate after the Bulldogs have put 4 runs on the board the last 2 innings.
A run of 5 consecutive hits off of Moore, who surrendered 9. The 9 hits and the 4 earned, tied for the most in his career. So a tough outing on an elimination day for the Beavers. And here's C.T. Bradford, who has gone 1 for 2 with a single. Runners on at first and third, and he fouls that one off himself for strike 1.
Hold on to it, Jake.
So the Bulldogs exploding their first 18 at bats. 4 for 17, and now 5 for 5, including a home run.
And the side that was most concerned about the third time around the lineup was Mississippi State. That is where at times Graveman will get into trouble, and that's one thing to watch on that Mississippi State side. But so far he has cruised, and the Bulldogs have forced Andrew Moore out of this one.
Snapped in for a strike on Bradford. 0-2. Kendall at third, Ray at first. from Mississippi State. And the left-hander Fry fires outside. Mississippi State trying to play their way into the final of the College World Series, which gets underway on Monday. Here's the 1-2. The looper toward left field. Conforto there to make the catch, and that retires the side. But a big inning. 3 runs. Hunter Renfroe unloading for his 16th home run of the season. The big blow of the day, and Mississippi State has opened up a 4-0 lead through 5.